Good morning, all of you. This is Rachna Saxena from Faculty of Education, Tirthankar Mahavir University. In my last lecture, I have described Block 3, the role and the function of different agencies in teacher education. Now, from this lecture, I will describe the things of Block 4, where we will discuss teacher as a profession. The main objectives of this block is to understand the nature, function, principles, and ideology of profession and professionalism in teacher education. I will also discuss the principles of professional ethics in present teacher education, as well as I will discuss the development of teacher effectiveness and accountability in teacher education. So first of all, I will describe teacher ethics. But before going on teacher ethics, I will describe what is ethics, what are ethics, and why they are important when you are doing a particular task. Ethics is a branch of philosophy that deals with moral principles and values that govern an individual's or society's behavior. It involves the study of what is right and wrong, good and evil, and how individuals should act in various situations. Ethics is fundamental to human interaction as it provides the framework for making decisions that affect the well being of others and the integrity of institutions and the societies. So, from where the ethics has come, I will discuss. The origins and the development of ethics. The study of ethics dates back to the ancient civilizations with philosophers like Socrates, Plato, and Aristotle in Greece and Confucius in China, exploring the nature of virtue, justice, and the good life. In ancient Greece, Socrates introduced the idea that ethics is not merely about following social norms but involves a deep understanding of moral principles. Plato, a student of Socrates, further developed these ideas, emphasizing the importance of justice and the role of reason in ethical decision making. Aristotle, in his work The Nicomacheans introduced the concept of virtue ethics, which focuses on developing good character traits such as courage and wisdom as the foundation for ethical behavior. In other parts of the world, similar ethical considerations were being explored. Confucians, for instance, emphasized the importance of moral virtues like righteousness, righteousness, benevolence, and filial piety. These early philosophical inquiries laid the groundwork for the development of ethical theories that continue to influence modern thought. Now I will discuss major ethical theories. Over the time, various ethical theories have been developed to address different aspects of morality and the ethical decision making. Some of the most influential theories include, so here is the first thing, utilitarianism, developed by philosophers like Jeremy Bentham and John Stuart Mill. Utilitarianism is an ethical theory that focuses on the consequences of action. According to it, the right action is the one that maximizes overall happiness or pleasure while minimizing pain and suffering. And this theory is often summarized by the phrase, the greatest good for the greatest number. Utilitarianism is a form of consequentialism, meaning that the morality of an action is determined by its outcome. Now, the next theory is deontological ethics. Deontological ethics, more famously associated with Immanuel Kant, is based on the idea that actions are morally right or wrong in themselves, regardless of their consequences. Kant's ethical theory emphasized the importance of duty and moral rules, suggesting that individuals have a moral obligation to act in accordance with the certain principles, such as honesty and respect for others, regardless of the outcomes. Kant introduced the concept of the categorical imperative, a universal moral law that requires individuals to act in a way that their actions could be universally applied. Now, the next theory is virtue ethics. Virtue ethics, rooted in the teaching of Aristotle, focuses on the development of good character traits or the virtue, rather than emphasizing rules or consequences. Virtue ethics encourages individuals to cultivate virtues like courage, honesty, and compassion. According to this theory, ethical behavior arises naturally from a virtuous character. Virtue ethics also emphasize the importance of moral education and the role of community in shaping an individual's character. Now, the next theory is social contract theory. Social contract theory associated with philosophers like Thomas Hobbes, John Locke, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau posits that moral and political obligations are derived from a hypothetical agreement or contract among individuals in a society. According to this theory, individuals agree to follow certain rules and norms in exchange for the benefits of living in a structured society. The society contract is seen as the foundation of justice and the legitimacy of governmental authority. Now, the next theory is ethics of care. The ethics of care is a feminist ethical theory that emphasized emphasizes the importance of relationship, empathy, and care in moral decision making, developed by philosophers like Carol Gilligan and Neil Nordic. This theory challenges traditional ethical framework that prioritize abstract principles and impartiality. Instead, the ethics of care focuses on the moral significance of caring for others, particularly in personal relationships, and the importance of context in ethical decision making. Next theory is ethics in professional and social contexts. Ethics plays a crucial role in various professional and social contexts. It provides guidelines for behavior in fields such as medicine, law, business, and education, ensuring that professionals act in ways that protect the right and well-being of individuals and society. Now, the next theory is medical ethics. Medical ethics is a branch of ethics that deal with moral issues in healthcare. It encompasses principles like autonomy, Benefi- Beneficence, non malfeasance, and justice. Medical professionals are expected to respect patients' right to make informed decisions about their care, autonomy, act in the best interest of patients, beneficence, avoid causing harm, non-malfeasance, and ensure fair distribution of healthcare resources, justice. Issues such as end of life care, informed consent, and medical confidentiality are central to medical ethics. Now, the next theory is legal ethics. Legal ethics involves the ethical responsibilities of legal professionals, including lawyers and judges. It encompasses principles like confidentiality, integrity, fairness, and the duty of represent clients' jealousy within the bounds of law. Legal ethics also addresses conflicts of interest, the duty of the court, and the importance of upholding the rule of law. Business ethics. Business ethics refers to the moral principles that guide the behavior of individuals and organizations in the business world. It involves issues like corporate social responsibility, fair trade practices, transparency, and the ethical treatment of employees and consumers. Business ethics is concerned with balancing profit making with the broader impact of business activities on society and the environment. Next is educational ethics. Educational ethics focuses on the moral responsibilities of educators and the institution in fostering a just and equitable learning environment. It includes principles like fairness, respect for students' rights, academic integrity, and the promotion of critical thinking. Ethical issues in education may involve grading practices, equity in access to education, and the appropriate use of technology in the classroom. The role of ethics in the society. Ethics is fundamental to the functioning of a just and human society. It provides the moral foundation for law, social norms, and institutional practices. By promoting values like fairness, justice, respect for human dignity, and the common good, ethics helps to create a society where individuals can exist peacefully and flourish. Ethics also plays a vital role in addressing global challenges such as environmental sustainability, human rights, and social rights. Ethical considerations guide decision making in these areas, ensuring that actions taken by individuals, governments, and organizations are aligned with the principles of fairness, responsibility, and respect for all living beings. In the globalized world, ethics also involves consideration of cultural diversity and the need to respect different moral traditions while finding common ground on universal ethical principles. This requires an understanding of ethical relativism, which acknowledges the diversity of moral beliefs across culture, and the ethical universalism, which seeks to identify principles that apply to all human beings regardless of cultural differences. Now, the next point is ethical dilemmas and decision making. Ethical dilemmas arise when individuals are faced with situations where moral principles or values conflict, making it difficult to determine the right course of action. In such cases, ethical decision making involves carefully considering the potential consequences, weighing weighting the moral principle involved and seeking a balance that aligns with one's values and responsibilities. To navigate ethical dilemmas, individuals often rely on ethical frameworks such as util- utilitarianism, deontological ethics to guide their decision making. Additionally, seeking input from others, considering the broad impact of one's action, and reflecting on personal and social values can help in resolving ethical concepts. Ethics is a critical aspect of human life, shaping our interactions with others and guiding our decisions in both personal and professional contexts. By understanding and applying ethical principles, individuals and societies can work towards creating a just, equitable, and compassionate world. Whether through the development of moral virtues, adherence to ethical standards, or the pursuit of common good, ethics remains a cornerstone of human civilization and progress. It is all about what is ethics. In my next lecture, I will describe more. Thank you. Thank you so much.